Right. Hi guys, thank you so much for jumping on tonight's call. Sorry that we're behind schedule, so I'm not going to go over any of our. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right, so I think I'm going to keep on doing that as people come in. So sorry again for running behind schedule, but I'm not going to do any of the housekeeping items so that we can go right into the call. I'm really excited about this call. We have our amazing Star Diamond coach, Heather Hooker, who is an expert, and I know that she's going to hate that I say this, but she's amazing at social media. So she is going to break it down. She's going to give us some tricks and tips on how she has her business rocking right now. And it's all through social media, right? But Heather is a Star Diamond coach on Luminous Nation. Heather is also a mom. She is also a wife. She's a stay-at-home mom. And not only that, but her team is freaking rock. They are ranked number 180 out of 150,000 coaches. 180. That's like 0.01%. Like it's crazy. I don't even know the math. But she is also a Success Club all-star. Is that what it is? Yes. Which means we lost track. She's been coaching for almost 2 years, and she's hit Success Club at least a top 5, which means that she has helped at least 3 people and above. That is non-negotiable for her business, and that's why she is in the position that she is today. So without further ado, I am going to give you the floor so that you can feed us all that knowledge you have.
Okay. Thank you for having me, Gabby. I hope that you guys, Team Advent, you guys have such an amazing leader that I don't know for sure that you're going to find something new, but I hope to drop at least a few nuggets that you can move forward, take and move your business forward with. Because like she said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 little kids. I have a husband who works like 80 hours a week. So my entire business has been built through social media. I kind of love social media. It's like this big game and a puzzle that you just have to keep trying new things until you find out what works for you. But if I can figure out, Gabby, will you tell me how to share my screen and I'll get started? You're muted.
It'll work, right? At the bottom of the screen, put your personal.
Oh, okay. I see it. I didn't know if I could do it not as the admin. Okay, so let me pull this up. All right. So she had asked me to speak about social media, which is what I'm going to do. But I want to also be able to see your faces who I'm talking to. So give me 1 second. All right. Okay. So here's the deal. Like, this business is a numbers game. Social media, like, even if you have a job, like you maybe work with like 50 people. If you work in a big place, you work with 200 people. Like, social media is unlimited. It is, everybody in America is on social media. If they're not on Facebook, they're on Instagram. If they're not on Facebook and Instagram, they're on Pinterest. If they're not on any of those things, they have an email address. Like, this is how you get your face in front of more people. And the way that you do that is to pick your platform. Choose the one that you enjoy, the one that is not going to feel like work to you. And you post every single day. You add new friends every single day, whether that's friends, followers, likes. You have to have new people seeing your stuff for the first time. One thing that I went to, my very first Super Saturday that I ever went to, there was a lady named Michelle Myers there. She got up in front of that crowd and she said, you want to be so 100% yourself that out of 10 people, 8 people will not even like you. Like, not even, they don't have lukewarm feelings about you. Like, they don't even like you. To find the 2 people that you connect the most with. Like, those are your lifers. Like, that's your gold. That's the people that you want to speak to in your post daily. And I put this on here, you know, on the side. The faster you can achieve that, the better. Don't be boring. Like, don't be plain Jane. Try to appeal to everyone. Like, that doesn't work. Not only does it not work, it's boring. So you want to be yourself straight up from the get-go. Okay, so Facebook, in my opinion, Facebook is where it's at. Like, you need to go all in on your Facebook page. That includes updating your cover photo to include a before and after picture of you. It needs to be in your cover photo or your profile picture, because you want people to click over to your page and see right then and there that you have had a transformation. The second thing on here is to post pictures of your dang face. Your face is your brand. Not a bag of Shakeology, not the cover of your Beachbody DVDs, not the generic 21-day fix, you know, pictures that you find on Pinterest. You are your brand, your face. Okay, so this is a good trick. So there is a way that you can look up your Facebook friends according to who is most engaged on your page. To do that, you click on your profile, you click on your friends tab on a desktop, and then you will see that it's not in alphabetical order. It's in order of maybe like a couple of your best friends, and then it's going to be people who are watching you, people who've been clicking over to your page, liking your stuff. So that is a really good way to send out your invites, is to use that list, because Facebook is basically telling you, these people are interested in what you have to say. So you need to invite them. Every single day in your post, you need to weave in a subtle benefit from Beachbody. And then you have to post a call to action once a week. So when I'm doing my post today, like I took my kids to Sweet Frogs today. It was 2:00 in the afternoon on a Thursday. And, you know, where most people are like sitting in their cubicle, I am at Sweet Frogs eating ice cream with my kids. So I took a cute picture, I posted something, and then I said something about how, you know, I'm so grateful to be in charge of my own schedule and to have this time with my kids. I did not mention Beachbody. I did not mention coaching. But the people who are following me read that and they thought, holy crap, she is eating ice cream right now while I'm sitting here at work. Now, Sunday, when I post my call to action, which is when I am in your face, I'm like, hey, you should be a coach because XYZ, and I'm going to, you know, looking for 5 people to mentor to show exactly what I do. And they've been watching me talk about coaching this whole week and they didn't even know it. So when I post that call to action is when they're going to be like, okay, tell me more. Like, what is it that you do? Like, can I do what you do? But it's only because I've been talking about the benefits all week long. All right, so finding new friends on your Facebook. Remember when I said earlier, like you have got to get new eyeballs on your stuff. So the ways to find new friends. So to find new friends, go to the friends of your friends. Think about the time you had that job and who worked with you there. And then usually once you find one of those people, you can find a lot of your other coworkers through them. Joining niche Facebook groups. This was a huge one for me. Last summer, I joined this local area mommy group, and I posted in that group every single day, like something stupid. I would be like, hey, what's the best brand of baby wipes that don't, you know, for sensitive skin or whatever. So then when I would friend request all of these women, they knew who I was because I was posting in there every day. So I got a lot of new friends from on my Facebook page from that, who in turn became my customers. Free events is another good one. But I think that there is a right way and a wrong way to do free events, and I have done them both. Something that I always say, like my team knows that I say this all the time, I do everything wrong the first time. Everything. I mean, you name it. Like I mess it up and then I try again. So when I first did free events, I was doing those free 5-day clean eating events, and I would ask my Facebook friends to join. I would get maybe like 10 or 12 people. We would go through, we would post every single day, like waiting for somebody to join our challenge group. And then we would all be frustrated at the end when nobody signed up with a challenge guide. So I completely changed how I do free events. Now I will host like a 30-day squats challenge or whatever, and I'll make it a public event. I don't invite my friends to this. I post this like on Instagram, or I'll post it on my like page, or I'll send it out to my email list. Like I post about this in Facebook groups. Like I don't tell my personal friends about my free groups because they already know what I do. My whole prerogative with the free groups is to get new friends on my page who are interested in health and fitness, who need guidance and support. So what I will do is, after I get these new people from other channels onto my Facebook page, I will message each one of them and I will say, hey, this squats challenge is going to be so fun. Like, invite 10 of your friends to join us. The more the merrier. And I'll go down to each person and I will send them that message. And then all of those people send me friend requests. So that is a really good way to get new eyes on your page. Down here, the last thing I have about finding new friends is to use your Facebook like page as a funnel through ads. So I do not post on my Facebook like page like 20 times a day like I know you're supposed to. I basically use it as a funnel. So I have a couple of ads running that I'm going to talk a little bit more about later. But what I basically use that as a way to add new friends to my Facebook list. Okay, so this is just a couple of things that I think are like how to talk in your post, is to tell stories, something that happened to you, or, how you overcame something, or, I don't know, everybody loves stories. Share benefits. So like today when I said, I'm so glad that I, can make my own schedule and we can go get ice cream at 2:00 on a Thursday. Like, that's not something that I would have been able to do when I was working full time 3 years ago. So share benefits, tell stories, use your real voice. So like, I don't know if you have noticed, but on these slides, I say things like dang, and that time you had that job or whatever. Like, that's how I really talk. So if you want to read a textbook, you can go to, the library and pick up a textbook, but that's not how I speak in my day-to-day life to my real friends. And I try to treat my Facebook friends like they are my real friends, and we're at a table and, we're just talking. Post to your best friend. And, my best friend is on this call. It's Lauren. I mean, that's who when I first started trying to, type things out the way that I would actually say them, I would just imagine that I was talking to Lauren, and I would type something out, and then I would read it, and I would think, that's not how I would really say it to her. So then I would, go back and edit. And it just has to be somebody that you are close with, that you are comfortable with. Like, picture that person in your head every post that you write until you get really good at it, because that's what makes it feel real. And then at the bottom, I said, this takes practice. It really does. Like, I did not just wake up one day and go from not posting on Facebook at all to being able to, pour my heart out and write these stories about my journey. Like it's evolved. And even when I see my old posts from last year pop up in Time Hop, at the time I thought they were good, but now I think they suck. Because I've improved, I've practiced. So you have to just keep working on that. That will take you a long way. All right, so here's just a couple of the different social media channels that I use. Facebook, Facebook is huge. It's the big one. The way to get more views, likes and comments, not likes and comments, but really the way to get more eyeballs on your Facebook page is really to make videos and post them. Like, don't post them to YouTube, post them straight into Facebook, or to go live. Going live is really scary for me. Maybe making a video is really scary for you. That used to be scary for me, but now it's not. But I'm forcing myself to go live because that's where social media is headed. I urge you to step out of your comfort zone. If either one of those things seems scary to you, that is where social media is headed. And you just need to start practicing. You're going to suck the first time, but you'll get better. Okay, so Facebook business page. This one is actually becoming a big one for me, and I was against this one for a long time. The biggest thing about a Facebook business page is that you have to use ads to spend, and you have to spend money on your ads. There's no point in having a Facebook business page if you don't have money to invest. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it has to be something. You can start with $5, but there's no point to have it if you don't want to spend money. When you do start spending money on ads, the business page is powerful. It is very powerful. You can dial in exactly who you want to see your post. And like I said, I'm starting to have some pretty good success with that. I'm surprised. Okay, so Instagram. The biggest advantage of Instagram is that it's a huge fitness community. It's basically, from what I've seen, it's like everybody who wanted to start a health and fitness journey, who wanted support, or they wanted to share what they were doing, but they didn't want to spam their Facebook. So they opened an Instagram, like a fitness Instagram. So there's a ton of people who are trying to lose weight, who are going to the gym, who are trying to eat clean. You can find all those kind of hashtags. Instagram already has people who are trying to work out, and they're easy to find. Pinterest. Pinterest is a search engine. The posts on Pinterest live forever. So like your Facebook page, nobody's going to go back through your archives a year and pull up some awesome post you did. But if you pinned it to Pinterest, it would still be circulating. It's crazy. And then an email list. An email list is just another way to give free value and allow people to opt in. Those are the biggest advantages of those 5 platforms. And I do recommend that you start with one, get really good on that one, and then branch off into the second one. You don't have to do all 5. I don't do all 5 at once. I do one for a little while until I get bored with it, and then I kind of hop over and use another one until I get bored with that one. So please don't think that you have to do all of these. All right, so here are some advanced strategies. So Facebook. So one way that you can really up your engagement is by tagging people. So like if I make a couple posts, maybe they're not that great and I don't get a whole bunch of likes and comments, then the next post that I make, I will tag my husband, I will tag my mom, I will tag my dog, I will tag everybody I know, so that that post gets bumped up to the top and people are liking it and commenting on it. Number 2, and I know we've talked about this before and Lauren hates this one, telling people happy birthday. That's the easiest way to get up your engagement, because it's showing you all these people that you maybe haven't seen, maybe you haven't talked to in a year. Maybe they're not even showing up in your news feeds, but they're highlighted right here. You just click on them, happy birthday, and then they'll like it. And sometimes they'll even, comment back. That's like a freebie. The other thing on Facebook, on your personal pages, to scroll through your timeline and see what gets the most engagement. Like literally look at your last 5 posts and say, okay, which one of these got the most likes? Which one of these got the most comments? Like what was in this post that made it so great? Was it a good picture? Was it a good post? Did I ask a question? Was it funny? Like what am I doing right? And then do that again. On your Facebook like page, use your business page as a funnel to your personal page. You can set up a business page for free. It does not cost anything. Like you should go set up a business page right after we get off this call with your name. Like it should just be your name. You can use the same cover photo. You can use the same profile picture, but you need a business page. And then once you start running an ad to get more likes, you just send those people a friend request. What I do is I set up 2 ads to run continuously. One ad is to get more likes on my page. And one ad is promoting my weight loss challenge to people who like my page and their friends. I don't think that one of those works without the other, and I think that both are important. You could set both up to run for as little as $1 a day. Definitely worth the investment. On the Facebook like page, there you can plug your favorite health and fitness pages into the insights page to get post ideas for your personal page. So like if you love Jillian Michaels, Facebook will show you her most popular post for the week. So if she posts some, stupid workout video where she's doing like push-ups on a ball, like what do you think I'm going to do next week? I'm going to find a ball and I'm going to video myself doing these push-ups and then I'm going to post it. It shows you what people like. It's so easy. All right, so on Instagram, I think if you're choosing to go on Instagram, you need Instagrass to grow your followers. Instagrass is like $10 a month. You can set it up to follow people who like a certain Instagram account, like for instance, the Anthropologie account, which is a store that I really like to shop at. I think that the people who shop there are probably good people for me to be friends with. So I would set it up to follow things like that. You can use hashtags, like I said before, like you can use the hashtag Whole30 or, clean eats or whatever. To find new friends on Instagram. And then you use the 5-3-1 rule, which is 5 likes, 3 comments, and 1 new friend, or, Instagram calls them followers. Number 3 is always include a call to action and your email address in your Instagram bio. I'm not really on Instagram right now, but Instagram used to be my jam. And I had, my bio, stuff in my bio. And then I said, are you ready for results? Email me. And I put my email address. And I had people emailing me from Instagram. I don't know why, but when you're on Instagram, you don't want to click over to Facebook. You don't want to click over to a website. Instagram people don't want to click anywhere. Like they don't use that link in the bio. But if you put, email me 100 times, they will email you. Okay, Pinterest. Pinterest is a search engine. That's the biggest advantage to Pinterest. You can do a call to action on Pinterest just like you posted on Facebook. You just upload the picture in the description. You write whatever you were going to write on Facebook, and then you just pin it to a board. And as long as you use, a good description and, keywords and things like that, like it will always be searchable on Pinterest. Again, on Pinterest, include a call to action in your Pinterest bio. So make sure you say, I'm a health and wellness coach. I can help you, lose weight and get more fit. Email me or, click this button to send me a message on Facebook or whatever. Like you always want to have something that says, contact me, email me. Number 3 on Pinterest is to create boards for things that people are looking for. Use those boards for inspiration to create your own post or to drive people to your services. So I think we all know Pinterest is great for inspiration. You can also use it to save and store inspiration for your Beachbody business. I created a board a while ago, and it was best home workouts is what I named it. And I would just go on Pinterest and I would post, these home workout graphics. And that's how I got one of my coaches on my team, because she went on Pinterest, she searched for best home workouts, she found my board, and then she saw my bio. So I don't know, you're already probably using it, so you might as well just use it for your business too. All right, email list. This is the one that I do not like. I do not like email list marketing, but it is a way to collect information from people who are interested in health and fitness and offer more value than your regular post. You need to create a freemium if you want an email list, a free 30-day workout challenge, or a free meal plan. If you have the club membership, you can go right now and create a meal plan through the customizable meal planner and download it. And that can be your free meal plan. You don't have to make it hard. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be much of anything. But if you say, hey, I've got this, sign up here for a free meal plan, people will sign up for it. Then once you start building your email list, you can take that and upload it into your Facebook Lite page to target those people even more. You can also send out, monthly newsletters. When we have a new product launch, you can say, hey, Country Heat is coming out. I'm doing an exclusive test group. If you're interested in more details, send me a message. So I'm not good at email list marketing. It takes more time than I think. Well, than I have, but that's not to say that it's not something that would work for you. So that's why I just wanted to talk about all the things here. And then the bonus, this is one that I haven't talked about before, but it's a blog. So you can create a blog for free. A blog is a great way to store all of your posts from Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Those posts become searchable through Google as well. You can, if you make a really good post on Facebook or Instagram, you can just copy it right over. Or you could use a free service like IFTTT to automatically update your blog. So IFTTT stands for if this, then that. And you can set things up in there so it will say, if I post a picture to Instagram, also post that to my blog. Number 3, on your blog, you need an application form so that people can apply to join your challenge group. I don't know what the psychology is behind this, but people love to fill out a form. So if you say, here's this form to apply for my 30-day challenge, people will click on it and they will fill it out. And they'll do that instead of emailing you. Maybe it makes it easier. But you can there's several different applications you can use to add a free form. You can use Google Forms. You can use something called, I think, Jot Pro or Jot Form or something like that. People love forms and applications. That is pretty much it. That's all I have.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
You go back to your Facebook like page.
The slide?
Yeah, that slide.
Yeah.
Girl, you were going too quick. I was trying to write everything.
I was trying to catch up. Let's see, not that. This one.
In 2014, women made 83 cents for every
Look at your calendar.
What?
Look at your calendar.
Oh, it's blank. I use pen and paper. Pen and paper. But I know I threw a lot at you guys. I wanted to because I know that time is valuable and you guys hopped on tonight. So I wanted you to come away with something that you could start and try to do. Now, I really am not on all of these platforms. Like, really, the only thing that I'm on right now is my Facebook page. Like, I have my ads running on Facebook, on my Facebook business page, but I don't post on there every day. I don't post on Instagram every day. I don't send out emails hardly ever, and I don't come up with new blog posts, and I don't pin pins on Pinterest. So you don't feel like you have to be everywhere. Like, I think when I first started, I felt like I had to be on all these different platforms, and I had to be really good at all of them. I didn't even mention YouTube because I'm not really on that one either. Like, I really am on Facebook. That's the one that I use. But I have a presence on all the other ones.
Wait, we can't see it, Heather.
Oh, sorry. There it is.
I can see your calendar. That's what I see.
Still?
Yeah. Is this me, or can anyone else see it?
Are you frozen?
No.
Because I've got my like page up.
How about you, what do we call it? Unshare and then share again. Yeah, there you go. Just try and share again.
Now can you see it?
Yeah. I'll take a picture. And then the last one. What was it? Oh,
The email list and the blog.
Thank you. All right, you can share. It would probably be easier if I said, can you just share your slide? But I think this was amazing. I literally was like writing everything you were saying.
Did I say anything that you didn't know?
Yeah, of course. I'll tell you the first thing you said was to go into on your computer, go on Facebook Friends, and then the people on the top are the people who are like hawking you. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's a big one.
There was something else I wrote down. I don't remember, but I have like too many things underlined, so I gotta go back and I'll probably look back and be like, dang. But I have a question. Are you using Snapchat? Is that what it's called?
Yes. I'm on everything, girl. I'm on everything.
How is that working for you?
I mean, it's not. I mean,
I'm done with you.
I mean, I try. Like, when new things come out, like, I try them. Like, I try to really, like, figure out, like, is this going to work for me? And Snapchat is fun, but I can't wrap my head around, like, how to use that to build my business.
How long have you been on it?
Like a month, maybe?
I feel like, when my sister comes over, because she's on it, looks fun, but I'm like, what is all that?
Yeah.
Those things, I'm like, I'm not sure if I can do all that, but I want to open it up. Thank you so much. I feel like it was a lot of nuggets.
Good.
Nuggets. We have new members on my team, so I know that. So thank you so much for, coming on and sharing things you use. So I'm going to open it up for anyone who has a question for Heather. Unmute yourself. You guys are not that shy.
Nope.
So I'm waiting for everyone else to speak up because I always have questions, Heather. I love having guests on our team calls. I really appreciate it. I know how much time it takes out of your day to go ahead and do it for a team that's not yours. So I really appreciate it. And I always have questions. Let's start, right? So do you post the same content on both your personal page and your like page? Or do you have specific for like, aside from your personal, and then is there anything that you don't post about? Like I know after the last couple of weeks, I had a really hard time going on and being positive and inviting people to a challenge group when I felt it really wasn't the time, and I really didn't find anything that I could post about.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, because like the world is so crazy. Sometimes I feel the same way. Like I can't, like, why are we even on social media? Like the world is falling apart.
Mhm.
But I also know that, what I'm doing and what I'm trying to achieve and accomplish, not just for myself, but for my customers and my coaches and my team, is something positive. And it is the one thing that I can touch in a day. Like, I mean, I can't go to Dallas and I can't, fly across the world. And even if I could, there's nothing that I could do. So I try to focus on, what I am capable of today. And that is, keeping my immediate family safe, like crossing the parking lot and trying to raise 2 healthy kids. And then the other thing is this, I'm trying to help women be more confident and happier and, better versions of themselves. So I get what you're trying to say. I think if you think about it in that way, it will help you to just push forward and know that what you're doing is positive. But I get it. Did I answer your whole question?
You the part on if you use the same content for both your like page and your personal page.
No, I mean, I don't really create like extra content for my like page. Occasionally I'll copy and paste something from Pinterest on there, like a recipe or something. But I share more on my personal page to my friends than I do on my like page. So every once in a while, I'll copy and paste something over there, but I don't post on there like I do my regular page.
I have to mention also or reiterate what you said about speaking in your real voice, because I've heard that a couple of times lately, and sometimes we check and recheck our posts because we want them to sound professional, and we want them to look a certain way, or use words that look fancy. And I feel that people connect with you when you, like Heather, when you're speaking, like you're speaking to your friend. I can't remember who else said exactly what Heather said was Heather writes it out and then she reads it. She said, that's not how I speak. And then she'll edit it, right? But I heard someone say, record the message that you want to portray, or the message you want to post, and say it in your own words, right? And then go and play it and then type it out, because that's exactly how you speak, and that's how people are going to receive it. The other thing is, using the fancy words and, all this extra stuff is unnecessary, because I think it was at Danny Johnson that I was, one of the events, maybe one of her guests mentioned that you want to speak to people like in Walmart language. You don't want, because you can't be speaking like up here, because a lot of people, it'll go over their heads and you won't connect with them. You gotta speak to people like, like we do, really, because they get you. They understand what you're talking about. And so you don't have to be fancy. You don't have to, people like they graduated from college. Well, I mean, many of us here graduated from college, and we ratchet. So let's just be ourselves. Is what I'm trying to say.
That's right. Let's just be G-Lo from the Bronx.
Right.
Call it like it is.
Yeah. So I really love that you said that. Speak, because I definitely do. When I come across your post and I'm reading it, and then it's talking to me, I can hear your voice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's what I want.
And that's exactly what we get. So that's awesome that you mentioned that. Does anyone else have any questions? before we let our lovely Heather go?
Yeah, I have a question, Gabby. Hello. Nice job, Heather. Thank you. My name is
Thank you.
Jamie. What is one mistake you see a lot of coaches doing in their post, or one thing they could be doing better when they do their posts on Facebook?
I think pictures is a big one. I cannot stand to see a call to action that does not include a face. Like, I do not want to see Autumn's abs again. I do not want to see something that you made on Word Swag. I want to see your face.
Can I say hallelujah? No. Can I get an amen? No.
I mean, seriously, like, we are Beachbody coaches, but the way that you set yourself apart is just you. Like, you're the only difference. So if you're not selling yourself, then you're missing out on the biggest thing that you have to offer.
Mm-hmm. I love that response.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, can you
Hey.
hear me? Hi, I'm Ida. How are you? Thank you so much for coming on so
Love your
late.
glasses.
Thank you. Oh, thanks. $5. That's it, $5. I like what you said about being yourself, because I used to write like that. And then, I mean, I became a Beachbody coach. I love it. And for some, reason, I thought that I had to be so perfect, and I don't have to be perfect. I need to be me so that people know who I am, and they gravitate more to me, like I'm getting more likes and maybe more followers now.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. I'm going to keep it the way it's been.
Yeah,
I'm not
keep it
changing
real.
it. Yeah, I'm not changing it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think that's the best part about our business. I mean, literally, like, we are supposed to be ourselves. We're supposed to work on ourselves, and we're supposed to, invite people to join us and do the same thing. Like, I think that's the coolest part.
I love what you said about how only 2 out of 10 people, are going to gravitate to you or going to receive your message, and 8, they're going to hate you or just, you're not a cup of tea. But okay, those are the people anyway that you want on your team, the people who get you, not people who are going to not get you and then eventually go somewhere else, right? Or drop or whatever. So
Right.
it's true.
Yeah. Turn them away as fast as you can.
Word.
Get rid of them. Get off my page if you're not my people.
Be out. Anyone else?
I have another one. I told you I have questions. I told you from the beginning I had questions. With when you showed us the slides on emails, how are you collecting those emails?
I use something called MailChimp, and it's free up to like 500 emails. You can create an opt-in form right there on MailChimp. I don't really do a whole lot with those other than what I said. Like, I just recently uploaded them to my Facebook page so that I could invite them to my page. And basically how I have my ad set up to run to people who like my page and their friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more valuable than just the one email. But as far as like sending out weekly emails or monthly emails, like, I do not do any of that.
How do you, where's the option to upload those emails?
On MailChimp?
No. Once you got the emails, where do you upload them?
Oh, in your Facebook, you can create a custom audience, and you just download the email list and you can upload it into Facebook.
You have to.
We could do like a whole hour about Facebook business pages, but
Good.
the best advice I can give you is just to start playing around back there. Like, it's confusing as crap.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I just started using it. And I'm just like, what?
yeah,
And I think I stopped using it because it is a little intimidating.
it is. It is. I mean, I still click on things and I'm like, what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
But
But using it is the key, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, 4 more minutes. With Heather.
I had a question. First off, thank you for the nuggets that you were sharing with us. A lot of good info. I actually have to check out the recording because I missed some things. I was coming in and out with my kids. But one part that I missed was when you're doing like free clubs, like maybe a free
Free group.
clean eating group or a fit club or anything like that. You had said there's something we should do or do's and don'ts. My daughter was talking to me. Was there any special things that we should do that are most important?
Well, I'll tell you what worked best for me is when I really changed my focus from when I first started doing clean eating groups. I was trying to get people to buy challenge packs. So I would invite, 20 people to join my clean eating group, and then I would be mad that I wasted all this time and none of them bought a challenge pack. So I changed my focus to use that as a way to market myself. So instead of doing the closed or the private groups that were short, I would do like a 30-day workout challenge, like a squats challenge or something. So I would not post that on my personal page because everybody on my personal page already knows what I do. So I would go to my other channels, and that's when I would send out, to my Instagram, like, hey, I'm doing this free challenge, or, on my like page, I would say, I'm doing this free challenge, send me a friend request. And then when those new people would send me a friend request, I would send them each a message and I would say, hey, this challenge is going to be so fun. Invite 10 of your friends to join us. So I used it as a way to get as many people as I could to send me a friend request. So then from there, when you've added 50 or 100 new people who are interested in, health and fitness, or, they need support and guidance and a mentor, then they start following your post. Then you start forming them just like anybody else. So they might not join you right away.
Right.
But next month, when they see your call to action for the third time, they're going to say, what is this other thing that you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
That was much more effective for me.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Adding value.
Yeah, for sure. And those things are so easy to, I don't even make those up myself. I just find one on Pinterest. A lot of Pinterest.
So are you, if you do the squat challenge one, for example, it's a 30-day one.
Yeah. So then every day I'll just go in there and I'll say, okay, day 1, comment below when you finished. That's it. That's all I do.
Do you do a video? You're so crazy. I love it.
I can show you guys the one I did.
Like day 1, who did it?
I think that we make things harder than they need to be. Like, you do not have to create a free challenge group for people, and check their meals for free and give them workouts for free and, all this stuff. Like, you don't have to do all that. You just need to give them a little bit of guidance, a little bit of value.
I really love that.
And then just show up every day.
Mm-hmm.
I want to mention something. Hi, I'm Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned the 30-day challenge, because before I even did Beachbody, that's exactly how I started. With my best friend, we started doing 30-day challenges, whether it was the butt challenge or the arm challenge, and we had 20 people joining us. So now that's a good way to go back and do that now.
Yeah.
This is maybe 3 years ago we were doing that.
People love those. Love those. And if you get 30 people to say, yes, I'm going, and then you send that message, invite 10 of your friends to each of those people, you'll have over 100 people added to your friends list.
Right. And I see now Facebook says this was 3-4 years ago, and it shows up when we were doing the arm challenge, and we had 30 comments.
Right.
Did mine, did it after this, added it to this. So you know what? I'm going back to that now.
Yeah,
Good idea.
you should.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather, do you do videos in there? or not really?
I do at the start because I have all these new people that don't know me and they don't know what I'm doing. So at the very beginning, I'll go in there and I'll post a video and I'll say, this is my job. I help people, get with their health and fitness. My specialty is weight loss, but for this next 30 days, we're going to focus on your abs or your glutes or whatever. So make sure you check in every day. I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks throughout the month. It's going to be great. Invite your friends. Send me a friend request.
I love it. Yeah, that's simple, huh?
Hi, Heather.
Yes. Hello.
I just had a quick question.
Okay.
I'm Nilda. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
I know that you're saying that you do these 30-day challenges, right? And then you have all of these new friend requests. Now, my curiosity is killing me because I'm trying to figure out, are you using your own personal page when these friends are requesting and you're accepting? Because if you are, I guess I'm just thinking of my own personal page. I don't only do Beachbody posts. Like I do post things of my kids sometimes, and I post photos of my kids. And then I have this issue going through my head where I have all of these friend requests of people that I really don't know. Mm-hmm. And then they're seeing also pictures of my children, which I probably wouldn't want to expose my kids to all of these new friend requests for people that you don't really know on a personal basis. Mm-hmm. So do you separate that? Do you create a Facebook page just for that? Or so you're fine with the...
Yeah. I mean, I don't post certain things. Like I won't post pictures of my kid's school. Like I have location settings turned off. So, I mean, nobody can click through and like find out where we live. And I also, if I have some people who look shady and crazy, like, of course, I'm not going to accept their friend request. But if I click over to your profile and I see, that you're at the park with your kids who are the same age as my kids and, you've got 200 friends who also look real, like, I'm not afraid of that.
So you do suggest that we use our personal pages so that they get to see that you are like this real life person that they can relate to?
I don't suggest that you do anything that you're not comfortable with. I don't know how I would be able to build a business doing what I'm doing if I was unwilling to add new friends. Like, I just don't see how that would be possible. I guess I really don't know. I mean, maybe I have no idea.
And no, that's a really good question that you brought up. I know that we have many members actually on our team that started with that fear of, I have my kids and I'm afraid that someone will see the pictures or like what Heather was saying, turn off your location because you don't want people to know where you live, where your kids are, going to camp or going to school, that kind of stuff, right? I don't have my location on Facebook either. On Instagram, you can say you're in Hawaii and you're here in New York, like literally, just to kind of get more eyeballs on your post. But in terms of your kids, you can talk more offline about that. But I know that Gladys is a good resource to speak. He started very slow. You like Heather said, you can't do something that you're like fearful of like right away. You jump in the water without knowing. So you have to, inch yourself little by little. So we could talk about that offline until you're comfortable enough to, and you can do things like you can watermark your kids' pictures whenever you see them. But people connect to real people. People want to know that you are real, that you are a wife, like you said you are, that you're a mother, like you say you are. You know what I mean? So. And then there's certain things that you don't have to share with the world that you can share with your friends, and you don't have to share pictures in public until you're ready to do them. But definitely, like Heather said, there's certain things that in order to grow this business, you have to be comfortable doing.
Yeah, I mean, being a mother is a very big part of my life, and it's a very big part of my niche market, my avatar. they're mothers. So if they don't see me mothering, like if I literally only posted pictures of my meals on my Facebook, or if I only posted, you know, sweaty selfies or videos of me working out, then those people wouldn't connect to me on any other level. So I want them to see that. I want to see theirs, you know, I want to see pictures of their kids, not in a creepy way, but in a way to say like, oh, you know, your son likes tractors. Like my son is obsessed with tractors. Like that's how you connect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Hey Nilda, I know how you feel because I was hesitant the same way when I first started, and I didn't want to show it because I had my kids and all these personal pictures and everything. And then, but it's true, you have to show that you have different sides of who you are. You're a human. You know, you work, you play, you go out, you have drinks. You're just like them, so people can relate to you. And you know, finally, when I went to go public, I was like, babe, you know what? I've made the decision to go public. And she's like, I opened up your profile like 2 weeks ago. So I didn't even know. That's Wendy for you. So, but yeah, nah, you'll get it. It'll get easier.
Oh my God, Wendy.
Well, I don't want to scare anybody either with all of my crazy either. Because my kids are nuts. So.
Did you, who's your sponsoring coach, Nilda?
Gabby.
Did you know her before?
We went to college together. Long time.
Hey.
See, I didn't
ways to prove it. No.
I didn't know my coach before, and I knew that she was in health and fitness, but the reason why I connected with Audrey on Instagram is through her kids. You know, like our sons were the same age, and they liked a lot of the same stuff. So I looked at her, you know, as another mom like me, who also liked to work out. Like I didn't look at her when I first, you know, met her as, you know, a Beachbody coach. I just thought she was just like me. Yeah. So I'm conscious of that.
And you could tell too, like what Heather was saying, when you get friend requests, like I look at friend requests, a lot of them are like a bunch of Beachbody coaches on my mom. But
Yeah.
There's other ones that you could tell they're real people, and then there's other ones that you're like, first of all, where do you live? Who are you? You don't have a friend? No, we don't have anyone in common. I'm not accepting that.
Right.
So
And
you can
I'll say too, I don't accept friend requests from men.
Yeah, me neither.
And it's not only because I'm not married, but it's also because like they're not my target market. So like you need to go find somebody else to coach you. Like I'm not interested. I want to work with people like me.
It's true. I don't accept my requests either.
Mm-mm.
I don't accept requests from people who don't have their photo, like a picture of themselves.
Oh, definitely not. No, that's sketchy.
Avatar or character or whatever, or some landscape, and you never really get to see the person's face. I stay away from those ones.
Okay. But anyway, well, those are
Thank you.
questions. We're gonna let Heather go because we could keep homegirl right here.
No, those are good questions.
Thank you so much, guys, for asking questions. Thank you so much, Heather, for spending your evening with us and preparing such amazing information for this team. And at the summit, we'll talk. Hey, maybe you'll come back and talk about life pages.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Seriously, we appreciate you. We appreciate that you dropped all these nuggets with us. And if we have any further questions, is it okay if I send them your way?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.